Hi, I was talking something related to architecture because we bought the plot nearly 10 years ago. And after that, I was researching on many subjects related to architecture. And I have met two architects, not just two. I met many architects related to it in order to build a house. And I was concerning about the budget because I was not working and I was totally depending on my husband's support. And we have to pay the EMI, and we don't want to take much in it. We really don't want to take risk because already we were paying two EMIs at once. So what do you want me to tell you? I was very much interested in architecture because there were many things related to it. I met the famous architect Chitra Vishwanath, as well as we got the opportunity to see one of the house that was on sale at the time, and the wildlife photographers, the couple, uh, they were staying in that house and they wanted to move to somewhere else, and in it that house was on sale at that time. That was located in Halli, and that is close to Whitefield. And I got the opportunity to see another house built by the same architect, the famous architect Chitra Vishwanath. That is close to Kalyanagar, and that particular architecture is also related to vernacular. And I was having that opportunity because I wanted to pursue studies related to the world of education, and the trainer was related to world of education, that is related to kindergarten as well as uh, related to primary education. And that house is close to Kalyanagar, and that was also built in the same manner using the vernacular architecture style, as well as the architect uh, you know having the concepts to tap the solar power, and you know she is very much concerned about the rainwater harvesting, and as well as grey waters management, that is the wastewater management. So please try to understand one thing. We were very much interested in those concepts. If we wanted to use these uh, solar power available, we wanted to save the daylight. It's not just related to the daylight savings in US. This is the daylight that is current, that is available. Out of 12 months, almost 6 to 7 months, you can tap the solar power, as well as you can build a house with the skylit panels so that you don't have to depend on the electricity, and you can build a house with many features that is already there. All the traditional houses having this panchabhuta concepts. You know about the panchabhuta elements: bhumi, akasha, vayu, agni, and then related to water. It's all entering into the house, and that is the interior courtyard. You could see that concept in many places of this country. And I have visited many places. I traveled to many places. I saw the houses. and most of the places having this concept. And you must understand one thing, they were using the materials available in that particular region. That is going to save the time, logistics, cost, and moreover, that is related to vernacular architecture. That you are going to build a house using the materials available in the same region, as well as you are going to build a house according to the climate of the region. A geographical point is very much important. You cannot deny that fact. You cannot simply, ignore that particular concept. It's very, very important when you build any house. And even the modern architects, they are able to uh, build the houses with this particular concept, this Panchabhuta concept. So I was very much interested in this architecture, and I met few architects, and we were very much concerned about the budget. So it is postponing, and I have researched on this subject many times, and I wanted to know about more details related to architecture, related to vernacular architecture. In Goa, you could see the laterite stones, even in the whole western belt of this country. You could see the houses built with the laterite stones. They cut the stones and they use those stones instead of the hollow blocks, or instead of the bricks, the fire bricks. I mean, the bricks. I don't know how they are making those things, but as of my knowledge, I came to know about this concept from the great architect Chitra Vishwanath. And they are using the mud or whatever is getting out of the place while they are digging the foundation. They are using that particular available sources to make bricks. And that was the great concept, because you are not going to buy a lot of things for it, and you must understand certain things. There are many sources available that is renewable, and you can easily tap the solar power that is available for 7 months, almost 7 months, 6 to 7 months. You can easily tap the solar power. You can build a house with the rainwater harvesting facilities, and also, if at all possible, you can include this particular feature called grey water recycling, grey water management. There are plants that will do the work. It will recycle the water, as well as there are few structures that is going to help to filter the grey water, and you can use that water for the toilets in the garden. That's all we could do, right? So if you are in the city, if you are considering many things related to eco-friendly, as well as if you are very much interested in vernacular architecture, you must understand these points. You don't have to ignore it. You don't have to build a house. After all, you are building the house for your own comfort. The house is, if you check with any traditional house concept, the Panchabhuta concept is included. That is related to the places as well. Because if you are in the cold region and having this particular interior courtyard is not going to benefit very much. you could see the houses. Each and every place is having a particular concept that is related to the climate of that place. If you see the houses in Goa, it's all tiled. The roof is having the tiles, and the house is having the huge windows, and the house is surrounded by the veranda. Do you know why? Because that place is having a lot of humidity as well as the rainfall, receiving a lot of rainfall, and very humid. So when you are sitting in the house, inside of the house, it will be very humid, suffocating. So that's why they have built the houses with many windows, and the house was surrounded by the veranda, so that the rainwater will not enter. The rain will not enter into the windows, as well as they can open the windows, and only the breeze can enter into the house, because the veranda is there. So that is the place that's going to receive the rainwater. If at all, if the wind direction is towards the house, only the veranda place will be affected. And you can still open the windows, you can let the wind in. So that is the first concept. Now you cannot simply make fun out of the house just because it is having the tiles on top of it, just because it is having small windows. When you see the places, the double-decker houses towards the western coast, you could see in few places the windows are quite small. When you go for the research why it is so small, in few places it is so huge. I'm talking about the traditional houses. They have built the houses with the concept related to the climate